Hello and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, then a little introduction. This is a place to share stories, adventures, and everything I wish I had known before embarking on them. My name is Trina, and you're watching From Fiji to Here. In today's video, we're going to cover what I deem travel essentials to have in your travel wardrobe. If you're looking for a specific travel guide, I have a bunch of videos either coming out or that have already been posted, depending on when you're watching this, that'll go over kind of like what I packed for Australia, Europe, things like that. This is just the basics, things that I bring on every trip, and they're perfect for the last minute getaway. We're going to go ahead and dive in, starting with footwear. Number one, I said it before and I'll say it again, is your hiking boots. Now, if you're for sure not going off the beaten track, then these can be negated. However, if there's any chance that you'll be making it out of the city, I highly, highly recommend a pair of hiking boots. Make sure that you break them in before you go and that they're comfortable, because there's nothing like having blisters the whole trip. Also, bonus if they're waterproof, because you can't predict the weather. Item number two for footwear is waterproof running shoes. Now, my personal favorite are VESSI's, and I will link the coupon code down below that I have for them. They are a Canadian brand, and they are waterproof and so comfortable. These can work in place of your hiking boots in a cinch. However, how many times have you been on a walk or cityscaping or just outside in general and you've been caught in the rain, or a car's gone by and completely soaked you, and then your only pair of running shoes, because let's face it, they're big and bulky, so you'll really only bring one pair, are soaking wet and will take days to dry. Not anymore with VESSI shoes. You can ensure that your feet will stay dry and comfortable along your trip. Item number three is a good pair of sandals. I personally haven't found the perfect pair yet, so I don't want to recommend any, but I'll keep you updated because I think I'm going to invest in a pair of Chicos and they might be the one, but follow me on Instagram to find out. However, you want something that your foot's not going to slide out of, or that it's not going to slide off your foot. Obviously, you want it to be waterproof. Just something that you can go adventuring through the water with for kayaking, canoeing, that a rocky seafloor won't hurt your feet. So not like flip-flops that can kind of slide off and then you're stepping on mussels and it's a hot mess. But if you do have any suggestions, like I said, please leave them down below. I am willing to try anything. The fourth shoe is your everyday shoe. For me, that's Converse or Tom's. For you, it could be something else. You just want something that's comfortable if you're walking miles and kilometers cityscaping, but something that you could also wear downtown with a little jewelry to kind of dress it up a little more. A big point for this is that you want it to be something that you've worn in. So I love Converse, but a new pair needs a little stretching and a little give. I wouldn't want to go to New York with a brand new pair of shoes, walk 10,000 miles, and have blisters all over my feet. If you've seen the Europe series, those were a good, well-worn in pair of Converse that have actually been completely destroyed from walking so much in Europe. The thing with a fancy shoe, such as heels or wedges, is unless you have a set out plan, like you're going to the opera in Austria, or you're going to a wedding or something like that, you probably won't wear them. As much as you think you will, you probably won't. Because even if they are the most comfortable heel now, after walking 10 miles in a day at the end of the night, you don't want to put them on. And with cobblestones in Europe, it's hard to walk, period, let alone walking on the tiniest little heel. On top of that, if you've just gotten off an airplane or you've been eating a lot of takeout or just any different type of diet, you could be super swollen and it could be incredibly hard to put them on. I remember flying, actually before my husband and I were married, I remember flying out to Calgary and I brought the most adorable heels to wear and I could not get them on my feet because I was going to the bar from the airport and I could not get the shoe on my foot because I was so swollen. So I had to wear my sandals, which luckily it all worked out with the outfit. But yeah, you're not going to wear them as often as you think. And this isn't coming from someone who hasn't made this mistake. I lugged around, oh, I actually have them right here. Oops. I carried these boots around Europe with me for at least a month. Like, if you've watched the Europe series, I carried these with me from Toronto until we got to Paris. And then I paid an exorbitant amount of money to ship them home because I had worn them once. And these aren't even like an extravagant boot. Like, these could be worn more. But I just didn't because we were walking so much and moving from place to place. So just leave them at home. Don't make the same mistake I did. Don't pay over 100 euros to ship needless shoes home. Moving on to the next category, we're looking at clothes. And the first one is bike shorts. These were never really a staple in my wardrobe until I've started to try and have a healthier workout routine and just get more active on the daily. And now I've discovered them and they are a necessity, let me tell you. Not only do they double as activewear, but they are great for a run on the beach and getting your squats in before brekkie. And then they also double as Spanx for under a tighter dress or outfit as you go out for dinner. They are incredible for preventing the dreaded chafing that happens with your thighs when you wear a dress, the heat. The quick dry material makes it super easy to wash and then wear again the next day. And it also helps with absorbing the sweat on the scorching days. And just, they're my favorite. Invest in one pair even and they'll change your life. Item number 2 is leggings. You can tell me you're going to a crazy hot climate in the middle of summer and that you won't even think about wearing pants, and I will still tell you to bring one pair of leggings or joggers, depending on what your favorite is. Just hear me out. Often, if it's so hot outside, your accommodation likely has the air conditioning blasting, or the airplane, bus, whatever transportation you're taking does. I personally find that airplanes are always colder, and the perfect example of when leggings would be great, either on the trip there or on the trip back. Leggings can be great for doing yoga, for sleeping in if you're in a hostel, and they're just awesome to throw over a bathing suit if you're soaking wet and jumping into a air-conditioned car. Just go ahead, pack a pair, and come at me if you don't end up wearing them at least once. Clothing number 3, jeans. Now, this is a controversial one. I know. But for me personally, I love jeans. So it's a must-have. I find them super comfortable and feel more put together when I'm wearing them. And they're just so easy to dress up or dress down. They go with any pair of shoes that I've listed above and often any shirt that I'm bringing. They're just so versatile. I personally get the jegging material or stretch depending on what brand you're getting, just so they're a little more comfortable. But I live in them, so it's literally my go-to. There are downfalls, however, to bringing jeans. They are a bulkier material, so they will take up more room in your luggage. And they do take a while to dry, so if you're in an Airbnb and you have to hand wash them, keep in mind that they're going to take a couple days before you can pack them up again. But that being said, you can also wear them multiple times before having to wash them. So, item number 4, a jumpsuit. Usually I'm all about versatility. And if I'm packing an item of clothing, it has to go with at least 5 other things that I'm packing. The exception is jumpsuits. Here's the thing. They're lightweight, they're fast drying, and a really convenient way to dress up for an outing. I wouldn't say pack a lot of them unless you don't mind wearing the same thing over and over again, because like I said, you can't mix and match them. But I would say pack one of these for fancier plans, even if it's just going for brunch on a sailboat. Item number 5 is a bathing suit, or in my case, 2. Most people probably would be okay with just bringing one. Bring your most comfortable one, you're good. But if you're like me and you do like both a bikini or a one piece, then I do suggest bringing 2. Because a one piece will come in super handy for adventurous activities that you want to do, such as water skiing, parasailing, kneeboarding, anything that there's a risk in the 2-piece getting flung off. It just gives a little more support and the confidence that you're not going to randomly flash someone. For a bikini, however, this is more of a luxury for kind of leisurely activities when you want to lay on the beach and get a tan, or even if you're just going out for an entire day, it's just a lot easier to go to the bathroom in it, especially if you have a life jacket on, like if you're canoeing, boating, kayaking. A bikini can also double as underwear or a bra in a pinch if you haven't had the time to do laundry in a while. And sometimes it's just more comfortable to do activities in a bathing suit material instead of cotton undergarments. Item number 6, socks. Specifically 2 kinds. Merino wool and anklet socks. Merino wool is the perfect hiking sock, whether it is the summer or the winter or any season in between. These socks are going to keep your feet warm, dry, and comfortable. They are a little on the pricier side, but I found them worth every penny. They dry overnight and have enough padding to help prevent against blisters if there is a little bit of rubbing with your hiking boot. The second sock are anklet socks. These are perfect if you are like me and prefer Converse or Toms. They keep your shoes clean and dry without even looking like you're wearing socks. But if you are going to purchase these, make sure to get the ones with the little like silicone strip out in the back to help keep them up over your heel so they don't slide down all the time. Number 7 is a zip-up hoodie. Similar to the leggings, there is always going to be a time where you might get cold. I recommend a zip up for different climates. You can wear it unzipped to allow a little more ventilation. You can easily tie it around your waist. They're just also a lot easier for layering and tend to be a thinner consistency than like pullover hoodie, so that it's just, again, more versatile between freezing cold and boiling hot. Number 8 is underwear. I mean, most people wear underwear. You want to pack some. Make sure that it is 100% cotton for comfort and to absorb any sweat. Make sure that they are comfortable for the clothes that you are wearing. So a thong might sound like a good idea when you're going on a hike in leggings because you won't have underwear lines for your Instagram pictures. But like, think about the end game too. At the end of a 5-kilometer hike, is it going to be comfortable? When working out or doing an activity where you are actually going to sweat a lot and you want something that's more moisture wicking, like I mentioned before, this is where I find bathing suits come in handy. Item number 9, sunglasses. Heading to the beach, sunglasses. Heading to ski, sunglasses. Driving the coast, sunglasses. You get the picture. Protect your eyes. Item number 10, either a nano puff jacket or just a waterproof jacket in general. This is pretty much for any season other than summer, but also summer if you're headed to the tropics. A waterproof jacket, or water resistant at least, is a must-have for tropical storms or most hot places I've been to. There's a thunderstorm like every night, just to break the heat. For fall and winter and even spring, I do recommend a nano puff jacket, just give you a little more warmth. It folds up super, super small, but it's still warm enough during the winter months abroad, especially with layering. If your plan is to really delve into the winter spirit, like going to Finland in the winter, or like I did with Winterlude, or Iceland in the winter, you're gonna wanna bring a more bulkier, like actual winter coat. But for other trips, the nano puff will pretty much do. As I mentioned, for the summer, a raincoat or just water-resistant type of jacket is still highly recommended, and they fold up really small. It can also double as a bag protector if you have valuables like camera gear or anything. You can just throw the rain jacket over your bag to make sure things don't get wet. If there's anything I missed that you deem a travel necessity when you're going on a trip, make sure to leave it in the comments below so that we can all benefit from your teachings. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up because it really helps support my channel. And thank you guys so much. We'll see you in our next journey. Remember, life is what happens between the plans that you make. Bye guys.